You know what time it is. It's time for Microcast Monday. Next on the CJ Evolution podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Happy Monday. It's a new day, it is a new week, and I hope you all are doing well. Remember, what you put out, you get back. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great week. Put it out to the universe, but remember, you got to do the work too. Special thanks to all the first responders out there, whatever you're doing. Maybe you're a deputy, maybe you're a patrol officer, maybe you work corrections, parole, probation, whatever. Firefighters, can't forget about the firefighters. We love them. Military, and if I missed anybody, I apologize. Keep doing a great job. And if you are struggling, folks, a lot of people are in the first responder field. FRP, the first responder program called Shatterproof at FHE Health, is here for you. We can help you. This is what we do. You are our mission. Links are in the show notes. You know, I want to talk about something. I want to talk about self-improvement. I love self-improvement. We all do. And personally, I've come a long way, but we're all works in progress. I hope you take that stance because you are. We always have to evolve, keep going, keep getting better. And I was recently reading something on social media that really kind of stood out. And the title of it is, I don't know the author of this. It's called The Biz Secrets, and the links will be in the show notes. But I saw this thing come up on my social media, and I was like, holy shit, that's amazing. So I'm gonna talk about it on the next Microcast Monday because I think it's very applicable. The title of this is Be Better Than 99% of the People Buy These 15 Things. And they're really important, so I want you to pay attention. The first one is following up. Following up with people, following up on what you say you're going to do. The second is being on time. Punctuality. I would rather be on time than to show up late. There's an old saying that I remember learning it a long time ago in the military. If you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And I've lived by that ever since. Making an effort. This might seem simple, but are you really making an effort in your life? Are you just doing this, flapping your gums, and really not making an effort? So that's very important. Showing kindness. We live in a world where it's hustle, it's bustle, we're moving at 100 miles an hour. But a simple smile, a handshake, a gesture, opening up a door, that can change somebody's day. It can change somebody's life when you think about it. Doing a little extra, that could be anything. It could be, doing extra on the job, doing extra in your professional life, just doing something extra. Trust me, people notice that. So that's another thing. Asking for feedback. Look, we all have egos. We all want to be the best. We all want to do the best job. And it's very tough to ask for feedback. But if you can ask somebody, how did I do? How do you think I'm doing? Maybe personally, professionally, whatever. It is critical because you might not see something that other people do. Often we don't. We're just absorbed, self-absorbed, and we don't see it. So asking for feedback is very important. Have a growth mindset. You are not going to grow if you refuse to do anything else and the I know it all and I don't have anything else to learn. Then you're going to be stuck. Being here, being in this world requires having an open mind, growth. We are always growing. We are always changing. You can either go with it willingly or you can go kicking and screaming. Growth, change. You become stronger, more resilient when you learn new things and you grow. Finishing a task you began. Now, I got to be honest. I've been guilty of this in the past, and I've really gotten better with it. I'm one of the guys that used to start crap all over the place and have all these different projects going on, and I would fail to finish it. But I've really gotten better. So if you're like this, finish a task. And my suggestion, kind of like a no-brainer, but it's quite simple. Don't take on more than you can chew. Don't start all these tasks because then it's divided. Then you don't have the energy or the bandwidth to focus on one certain thing. So that's what I would do. Maybe 2, 3, whatever you're comfortable with, but don't overburden yourself. because that's when things fall through the cracks and we don't finish what we began. Having a strong work ethic. People notice this. All right. If you want to move up the ranks, if you want to promote, whatever you're doing, strong work ethic is key. Letting yourself be coached. This is another really important thing that we have to set aside our ego. I always say, I don't want to be the smartest guy in the room. I'm not, but I don't want to be that guy. You have got to be willing to be coached because you don't know it all. Let me put it this way. Some of the top tier athletes in the world, like Tiger Woods has a coach, one of the greatest golfers of all time. All these other top, sports figures that you emulate, we all emulate, they all have coaches because they are willing to be coached because they know if they want to grow and have that growth mindset we talked about, they have to be willing to be coached. Even the best need coaches. Preparing before showing up. This used to irritate the hell out of me. I used to sit on my department's oral boards a lot, and nothing irked me more when a new applicant came to the police department for an oral board or something like that, but usually an oral board, and they were unprepared. There's absolutely no excuse in this day and age with all the information we have at our fingertips to be unprepared. That goes into making an effort. If you want something, you got to prepare for it. It's kind of a no-brainer, but a lot of people don't do this and think, well, I'll just skim by. Well, then you're probably not going to get a job. So show up prepared. Bringing passion to your work. Look, I know a lot of us are burned out. A lot of us, we have a negative attitude, and it sucks. It sucks that you have a negative attitude. But you got to bring some passion to work. Well, I'm burned out, Pat. Well, then get another job. Well, I can't because, I have bills. Well, then stop complaining. Get your passion back. Do something that fuels you, that lights your fire. I think there's like 60%, 50% of the people out there hate their job. Well, do something else then. Do something else. Yeah, well, you have to step down, take a pay cut or something. Well, that's the price you pay. Either that, then be quiet, get your passion back, and do your job. If not, change, pivot, do something else. It's really up to you. Remembering people's names. Again, I'm guilty of this. Sometimes it's hard for me to remember people's names, and I got to get better at that. When something magical happens, psychological happens when you say a person's name. Obviously, they mean they're memorable to you. You remember them. It's very important that you remember people's names. Again, I've really tried to improve on this. I believe I have. But if you're one of those people that forgets names 5 minutes after you met them, get better with that because that does make an impact. Bringing energy and enthusiasm. Again, this goes back into the passion. We all work with those people that are like logs. They don't do anything, don't say anything, flat effect. They don't have any emotion, anything like that. I mean, come on. Bring some enthusiasm. Bring some energy. It used to bug the shit out of me when we had FTOs that were like that. It'd be like, why do we have these people as FTOs? And if you don't know what an FTO is, a field training officer. Why do we want these people training the next generation of cops when they're not bringing any passion, enthusiasm, they're constantly complaining? You got to bring some, or you should. Again, this goes back to if you don't like what you're doing, do something else. It's totally up to you. And lastly, showing optimism and positivity. These 15 things right here are going to put you ahead of 99% of the people out there. And it'll take practice. Again, I am a work in progress. You are too, believe it or not. But if you do these, again, these 15, which I think are awesome, and I'm sure there's many more we can put on this list, you're going to be ahead of 99% of the people out there. Because you know what, folks? A lot of people settle for mediocrity. No more, no less. They just want to coast through life, which you have an advantage now because you know these hacks. You know these hacks and you will be better. Now, I'm not talking about you're better than everybody else. You sit up here and you look down. I'm not saying that, but you will excel more than the average person. That's the whole point in this. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Again, I'll post this in the show notes. So remember, please be safe. We got some guests coming up in the near future. You're going to love them. Be safe, watch your back, take care of yourself, whatever you're doing in the first responder community. If you like this video, please share it with family and friends and give us that 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts. Until next time, everybody, take care and be safe.